Hey, so I've been doing some thinking, specifically about friendship.
You got a friend in me.
And the more I was thinking about it, the more I was getting this question. And the question was this: what actually makes a good friend? And that's a pretty good question. Like, is a good friend, is it just someone who's like really, really good at Fortnite? Or is a good friend someone who gives really, really nice compliments?
You have beautiful earlobes.
But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what? I think there's more to it. And then it dawned on me. There's an awesome, awesome story in the Bible that talks about two best friends. So I want to show it to you and see what we can learn about friendship. Let's check it out. Meet David and his best friend, Jonathan. Now, David and Jonathan, they were absolutely best friends. But their friendship was about to go through a huge test. You see, Jonathan's dad, Saul, was the king of Israel. But where things get a little interesting is that his best friend, David, has been appointed by God to be the next king of Israel. And Jonathan's dad, Saul, isn't too wild about it. In fact, he's so not on board that he is actually trying to get David killed. And so Jonathan, you can imagine the position that this puts him in. He's in a pretty tough spot. So, the two best friends hatch a plan. Here's what they decide. Jonathan tells David to go hide in a field. And while he's hiding in that field, Jonathan is going to go check in with his dad, King Saul, and ask him about David and see, are you really this mad at David, or have things settled down? And if they haven't, Jonathan and David worked out like a secret best friend code by shooting an arrow to be able to tell David whether or not it was safe. And so that's exactly what happens. David goes, hides in a field. Jonathan approaches his dad and begins to talk to him, and Saul becomes enraged. In fact, he even throws a spear at Jonathan, and, well, a spear sends a pretty clear message to Jonathan that King Saul is not too crazy about his best friend, David. And so, sadly, Jonathan goes out to the field, shoots the arrow, and from there, David knows that it's not safe anymore for him to return. So he actually sneaks out, and he finds Jonathan, and they have one last goodbye as best friends, and they go their separate ways. Boy, that story sure does tug on your heartstrings, doesn't it? But that's what true friendship is. True friendship is that you will do anything for your friend because you care about them, because you love them. Doing anything for them because you love them, that's what real, true friendship is. So let me ask you, do you love your friends? Here's what I mean by that. Do you love your friends enough to take time out of your day, or maybe even stop what you're doing and to show them that? Like, maybe one of your friends is having a really, really, really bad day, and you know that. Do you love your friends enough to stop what you're doing right then and there and take a moment to listen to them, to let them vent? Do you love your friends enough that maybe if one of them gets a bad grade on a test that they tried really hard on, that you're going to set aside some time to maybe help them study for it, to help them see how you arrive at the answers? Like, are you going to take time out of your day to show them you love them? You see, guys, that's what true friendship is. It's showing others you care through your words and through your